Well, I just mowed what I expect will be the last time with this 5 horsepower motor on here. My goal is by the end of next week, and today is Friday, September the 4th, is that right? I think so. My goal is to swap motors. We're going to take the 5 horsepower motor that's on there now, which is a Tecumseh, which is getting a little bit tired. She smokes while she's running, and that's not a problem, but it just doesn't have enough oomph to mow and push along a guy that's almost 200 pounds, 190 pounds, I guess I am, something like that. Haven't weighed myself for a while. So I figured by doubling the horsepower up to 10 horsepower, we should be able to get the job done. So that's my goal. Both engines are Tecumseh. The 10 horse is electric start. I have all of the parts for it. It came off of a 10 horsepower rear engine Craftsman mower that I bought 2 or 3 weeks ago. I paid $40 for it, and I bought it mainly for the wheels and tires and for the motor. I still have the transaxle and the tires that you have seen sitting over here on my makeshift tire machine. Tire stand are the rear wheels off of it, and the front wheels are sitting over there on that old girl. And so once I get this done, and I may actually be putting on bigger tires on the back of this again. I've already increased the size, 2 different sizes, same wheel, but a different size tire. So it's about 1 inch. Whoa, that's not good. That's how you end up with oil blowing out the stack. I may end up putting those wheels on the tire stand on the back of this. We'll see. That's down the road a piece. Because once I get this motor swapped, I would like, before I start getting into snow blowers, I need to put the snow plow on the front of the Yard King over there, and that's going to take some modification of the mounting brackets. And I would like to see if I can make the mower deck work on this Montgomery Ward tractor. Otherwise it's just taking up space, and it's just something to ride around the yard on, and it rides hard. I actually have thought about using the, depending on which ones I use on the back of the Ariens, using the other pair of wheels, set of wheels, and put rubber tires, pneumatic tires all the way around. So it's got solid rubber tires, and I have a cushioned seat that's going to go on it. That came off of the Craftsman mower too. So that'll make the ride a little bit more comfortable. Yeah. So those are some of the things I have planned. And of course I have this rototiller that was given to me by the same fellow that gave me the Montgomery Ward tractor. And this one needs, he needs either points and condenser, or if I can find one that I can adapt, I would rather put an electronic coil on it. And that's just a matter of unbolting one, bolting another one on. So far I haven't found the right mount for them. I may end up re-drilling some holes on one I have. Excuse me. So I can get that going. So yeah, and then that brings us down to, I have this old snow blower over here, has the same problem, no spark. And then in front of it I have my own 2 snow blowers, one of which is going to get sold, probably the 5 horsepower Craftsman snow blower, and I'll keep the 8 horsepower with the tracks on it. and have that and the snow plow to use this winter. So we got plenty to do, and not to mention we still got that big wheeled string trimmer over there, and I got to find some cables for that green lawnmower, and I got 4 other string trimmers over there. And somehow I don't really get into them. I fixed them and fix them for customers, you know, and I fixed up a couple for family members. But I don't get the same enjoyment out of tinkering with them like I do with these lawnmowers. Not sure what it is. Not sure if it's the difference between 2-cycle and 4-cycle. Not sure. But I guess part of it is you can't ride them. That's one thing. They don't go, you know what I mean? You have to carry them. And I have my own that works fine anyway, that I've had for 25 years now probably. And then on top of that, boy, I've got all kinds of plans going on over here. Down in the pile over here, we've got another foundation for another silent compressor there. And then up onto the deck, we have another silent compressor set up there. And last but not least, and this is going to come in, actually this is going to come in right after, this is my plan, right after I got done with changing the motor on my Ariens. We're going to get back on the gadget bike. I actually was working on it the other day, did some welding. I have more sand for my sandblaster so I can take it down and do some more sandblasting. I'm not very happy with the flux core welder. It just makes such a mess. Doesn't weld real nice. But anyway, the only way I'm going to get another get a MIG welder is if I get the gadget bike done and I'm able to sell it, and at the rate I'm going, it'll be the end of the season. Nobody will want to buy it this year. And if all of that isn't enough, I have just a big mess going on here in the shop. I really, really need to do some cleanup and some rearranging, and that's why I've been working on getting rid of lawnmowers. I'm not, the only ones I'm going to pick up are ones that I think I might need for parts for fixing that greenie over there. Oh, and look who just walked into the shop. Does anybody recognize this young fella? Look at this guy. Let me back up a little bit. He has gotten so tall. You remember last year he was this is Hunter, by the way. Remember last year he was out there helping me dig a post hole, and I think the post was as big as he is. And by the time he got done digging the hole, he was almost down on his knees. But he's growing up. What grade of school are you going into next week?
4th.
4th grade. He's getting to be an old man. So Hunter's my next door neighbor, and he occasionally brings some of his friends by here to the shop. Yep. Oh, and one other thing, for my friend Jesse, he hasn't been over for quite a while, but I just saw him today at the grocery store, and he told me he got his learner's permit. So that's the end of that. I won't be seeing him again for a long time. You know, once they start driving, they get other things to do. So until next time, this is George. Woo! Yeehaw! George and Hunter saying thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time on the Shade Tree Fix-It Man channel. Bye now. Say bye, Hunter. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye. He's so excited, isn't he?